The NFL is on as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and our home team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We're set. 31. 98. Take that. There you go.
On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And it's a first down and more for Gordon. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Run 80.
So on third and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down. Watson on first down. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 6-0 our score after 1.
Set, 180. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Black 11. Hey, easy.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Hey, 79! 79!
Following the interception here, Rivers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his...
There goes Melvin Gordon, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
49.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
1st down, Houston.
Reset. Play tick. 49 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't.
1st down, a run with Hyde. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 4th down, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Allen, the intended receiver.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offense...
Blitz coming And down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Finding room at the 30. There goes Melvin Gordon, past the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 81 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. But go ahead and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 20 yards. On 1st down, Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shot. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He's got Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contribute.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I don't understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Load it. Load it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Going deep here for Allen. He's got it with the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
380.
He was brought down by Jonathan Joseph.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. And the Texans claw one back. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up second and 3.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down.
You don't want none. 49. 31. 49. Let's go.
On first down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Rivers. And this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more from under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Throwing Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And my goodness, another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.